Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to do something super fun and something that I want to start doing on my channel. And I had a few of you get back to me and tell me that you would love to see this. So today I am bringing out my sample tray. This is filled with perfume samples. There is niche fragrances, designer fragrances, and I have been itching to bring new fragrances into my collection, but I don't want to do it the same way that I did before, where I would just start blind buying like a maniac. I want to test out some perfumes. So today I'm going to be doing 4 perfumes and I'm going to be closing my eyes. I'm going to be picking 4 random fragrances, 3 designer and 1 niche, because I tend to not have good luck with niche. So we're gonna do 4 just so that I can maybe try some on my skin. I don't have no perfume on. My nose right now is, I haven't been smelling fragrances or anything. This is the first video I filmed today. If you want to join me in sampling some perfumes, just continue to watch. So I have had this for a while. I made this when I was in Kentucky, and in here let me open it so I can show you guys how it looks. In here I just have little individual little boxes and they're labeled designer or niche. I think my biggest one is the niche one, which is crazy, but it smells so strong. Literally just smelling this, it's like a bomb. These niche fragrances are super strong. All right, so I'm gonna do 1 out of each of these little boxes because these are all designer, and I think I got these little trays at Ross or something. They always have like little organizers for arts and crafts, or I'm pretty sure Michael's can sell them. So here is the niche fragrances. I'm gonna go ahead and just close my eyes, kind of move some around, and I have 1. And we are going to be trying Sisley Rev. I'm gonna have to put the bottle in the name. I don't even know what notes this has. Nothing. I don't think I've ever even heard of that before. So this is going to be interesting, and I'm not looking up the notes either. I'm just gonna smell it and then we will look up the notes. So now we're gonna do 3 designers. So I have 3 different little designer boxes. So I'm gonna do the same with this one. You guys see? Okay. Whoa. All right, we got 1, which is Daisy Wild Marc Jacobs. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've tried that one, but I don't even, there's so many Marc Jacobs that I don't even know which one that is. Another designer box. This one's really small. Let me just kind of move them around. Skylar Boardwalk Delight. I've been wanting to retry this one, so we're gonna try this one. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, even though that one was kind of cloying for me a couple years ago. And then 1 more designer. 1 fell. Let's see what it is. Okay, this is so interesting. Today's going to be so interesting, you guys. I'm so happy that I got the urge to do this because it's a lot of fun. I was actually curious about this when it came out. I didn't tell you guys which one it is. It's Charlotte Tilbury More Sex. It's another perfume that I saw at Sephora, but I didn't really try them or anything like that. So we have our 4 samples. Now let's go ahead and start with first one, which was the niche perfume. So I don't even know if this is niche. I just had it in there, but this is Sisley, and then I will put the name because I can't even. Wow, that smells like outside after it rained. Green, fresh, or something that's very almost minty. I'm not sure if it's minty. It's like very fresh and cooling. Lime or some type of citrus maybe. I felt like something green. It just feels kind of like a windy day. Why do I go back to Puerto Rico? I don't know. I always seem to go back to Puerto Rico, but the smells over there just hit different. If you have gone there, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I mean, even getting out of the plane and stepping out into the streets, it just smells different. This is just making me think of like a day where it rained and you're sitting outside en el campo and there's a breeze and it had just rained, so it's still like gray outside and gloomy, but then this breeze is bringing in like a breath of fresh air. I don't know. That was probably the most crazy description. Let's go take a look at the notes because now I'm super curious. This is probably like one of the most funnest videos that I film, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to get that many views because when I do sample with me, they never really do too great, but it's so much fun to film them. Okay, so this is There we go. There we go. My nose is not that rusty, okay? We got main accords: aromatic, fresh, spicy, green, woody, mossy, and earthy. En el campo. That's what I said, and that's just what it was giving. So I got one of the things. There is no citrus, but there is mint. So that is where the fresh, cooling feeling is coming from. So the top notes, you have mint, shiso, which I've never even heard of that. Buchu or agadosma. Never heard of that either, but you know what? It looks like a herb or something. And when I say el campo in Puerto Rico, si tú eres del campo, you know that there's like all types of things growing up in there. And the scent that you smell, especially, that's why I said after it rained, because I think that's when you get that aroma. There's just random things over there. Like you'll find fruits, you'll find herbs. My great grandma used to make like her own alcohol or rub for mosquito bites and stuff out of literally like the herbs that were outside. So that's just what it took me back to. And then the middle notes are geranium, papyrus, I'm probably saying that wrong, or papyrus, cedar. And in the base you have oak moss, patchouli, and ambroxan. Would I wear this perfume? Probably not, unless I was maybe here during the summertime in the heat, something very hot. It would be a great fragrance for here, like Arizona or Puerto Rico or California or anywhere, Florida. It's just very green, refreshing. I give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not something that I would have a full bottle of, but if I had a candle that smelled like this, or if I had like oil that smelled anything for my home or my laundry or something like that, I would be so obsessed with this. But especially a candle, it's peaceful. It smells like home. So really, really nice one. It's also kind of unisex. I don't feel like it's feminine. I feel like on a man, you know what? I think this I would prefer on my husband. It's unisex. Definitely unisex. Very interesting perfume. So that was really fun. Let's move on to the next one. We're gonna do Charlotte Tilbury More Sex. This one I'm guessing is probably gonna be like rose, maybe patchouli, leather or something. I don't know. This reminds me of something I have either had in my collection or smelled before, but it is not my favorite type of scent DNA. It's almost oody, woody, very woody, dry, a little spicy. Those are the main like descriptions that came to my mind: dry, woody, earthy, spicy. Let's look it up because it's not really for me. I could tell you that I prefer the Sisley one over this one. It's just not my type of. Ooh, I think I mentioned leather a little while ago, but the main accords for this are leather, musky, animalic, woody, fresh, spicy, powdery, amber, warm, spicy, smoky, and aromatic. And the notes are black pepper and juniper berries, leather, musk, ambroxan, aldrin. I don't even know what that is. Musk, sandalwood, and amberwood. I am not a super fanatic of sandalwood. I usually don't do black pepper. I usually don't like things with leather. So I think it's safe to say that this one is not for Amy. But I will say that if you do like those types of perfumes, or if you're trying to kind of go into those types of perfumes, it would probably be a good one to try because I don't find it too offensive or anything. Like the scent, this is reminding me, this is hilarious, of the first job that I ever had, which was at a shoe store. So you can imagine the smell of the shoe boxes, and you can smell like leather. Yeah, it's just not how I want to smell, but I can see how someone can smell very sexy in that, especially like during winter in like a cold state, because it almost gives me like a smoky vibe. So very warm, smoky, sexy, mature, grown type of perfume, but just not for me. I give it, based on my taste, I would give it like a 5 out of 10. So let's move on to the next one, which is super opposite of what we're talking about right now. And this one is Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. I had bought a full size bottle of this. Just felt too cloying or too thick from what I remember, but the initial spray was amazing. It was just the longer I wore it, I was just like, you know, it's too much for me. Let's go ahead and let's spray Boardwalk Delight. Yeah, that one's super sugary, sweet, a little tart, fluffy, again sweet. It's like an extra dose of sugar. If you want a sweet perfume, check that one out. That one's like tooth aching sweet. Too much sugar in your coffee sweet. That type of sweet. Yeah, I don't think I could do this one. But then again, it's probably just way too cloying for the heat right now. I'm glad that I actually smelled it today because this was one that I was kind of like, ooh, maybe I should get that one. Again, let's spray this one on my skin though. Actually, I should have tried every single one on my skin, but Boardwalk Delight on my skin, like I said, I smell lots of sugar. On my skin, it's not smelling as cloying. I'm getting more of like a tart, fruity sweetness on my skin, muskiness. I'm gonna wear these throughout my little routine of picking up my daughters, and then I'll write down some notes and I'll try and update. That would be really cool too, because if we're trying perfumes, we have to put them on skin. So the Sisley is gonna go on my right wrist. I'm literally gonna be out there waiting for my girls with 4 different perfumes on, and if someone tells me you smell good, like it has happened before, I'm not gonna know what. I'm gonna be like, here, to pull out your phone and I'm gonna give you a list of all the perfumes that I have. Ooh, that one smells way more earthy on my skin. The Sisley one literally turned into unisex. Why does that happen on my skin? It was smelling very fresh and like cooling, and like I said, that breeze after rain in the mountains, that's just what I got on my skin. Men's cologne, it smells like a manly, masculine. Wow, that would not work out for me. It turned super masculine on my skin. Now I don't even want to spray this one. I think I get the right to skip this one because I cannot imagine standing outside with this smell on me, because I don't even like it on the tester strip. So yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury one, I can't do it. Boardwalk Delight smells way better on my skin than it does on the strip. On the strip, it is like thick. It is cloying, almost syrupy. On my skin, it's turning a little more musky, powdery, with a little bit of the sweetness, but a little bit more tart to it. So the main accords for Boardwalk Delight are sweet, vanilla, aquatic, caramel, powdery, fruity, coconut, fresh, and musky. And the top notes are watery notes, raspberry and apple. Middle notes are coconut milk, water lily, and guava blossom. So the base notes are cotton candy, vanilla, musk, solar notes, and amber. Yeah, that one's probably like the one that's the best so far out of the 3, just for me, because the Sisley one is straight up men's cologne. Like, and now we're gonna go ahead and end it with this Marc Jacobs one, which is Daisy Wild. Oh, I've been wanting to smell that one again. I think that one's in the perfume sampler I got, but let's just try it out today then. So Marc Jacobs Daisy Wild. So I kind of remember that this one had that banana flower, so I guess that's like the main thing I'm gonna be looking. I think this one had something like that. This is usually not a scent that I go for. It immediately made me think of Ellis Brooklyn. Daisy Skies? Oh my god, what is the name? I don't remember the name, but the one that's in like the white bottle. It's that type of scent. Very bright, refreshing, kind of like white floral, but not sharp. And it's super refreshing. I feel like this in this weather is where it's at. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this side. You see, these types of perfumes I didn't reach for in the last couple years, and I have really been enjoying them here in this dry heat. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if it's one that I would want, even though I could literally just get this one free right now if I wanted, because I do have the Sephora sampler. You guys, that is so good here. It just smells tropical with like white florals, a little, not like tonic, but like smooth. It's not sharp, even though I do pick up on like some type of white florals with a very refreshing, I don't know, it's also fruity and sweet. I didn't like this one before. I'm so shocked. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the main accords. And the bottle is so cute for that one. I think it's cute. Okay, so the main accords: fruity, white floral, floral, green, woody, and aromatic. The top note is banana flower. The middle notes are jasmine and macadamia. And the base is vetiver and sandalwood. And I'm not getting a heavy vetiver or sandalwood feeling, which I would usually be super picky with. This has jasmine, which I do not enjoy jasmine, but I think that might be changing, honestly, because I'm really liking those types of florals here. They just make me feel very fresh and clean, feminine and pretty. So from least favorite to my number 1, we're going to do, in 4th place, Charlotte Tilbury More Sex. Woody, fiery, warm, deep, that leather scent. It's just kind of like a dominatrix or something. It's like you're in charge with that one. 3rd place, we're doing Sisley, the Sisley one. 3rd place, really nice. I think I would love to spray this on my husband and see how it smells on him, because the memory that I smelled with it was beautiful, but it's just not one that I'm going to wear. Boardwalk Delight from Skylar. It's getting really like musky on me, and I think that's why I didn't end up keeping mine. So yeah, that one's gonna be in second place. First place, I'm gonna give it to Daisy Wild because I was not expecting to actually enjoy it. It just feels very fresh and clean. But then again, I kind of feel like you can find something at Bath and Body Works that kind of smells like this. So it all depends if it sticks on my skin for a good while. So that's going to be it for my video. Give it a big like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed so that we can continue to do this. Girl, I have samples and samples and samples that we can do this with, and I feel like this is such a fun video. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. You support me by hitting that like button and leaving me some comments so that YouTube can push it out. I just have so much fun doing this, and I love you guys so much, so I appreciate you guys so much. With that said, that's going to be it for me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic.